Today is Monday, March 30. I'm Pastor Michael, and this is Wilderness Wanderings. Today our text comes from Luke 19. When Jesus' followers saw what was going to happen, they said, "Lord, should we strike with our swords?" And one of them struck the servant of the high priest, cutting off his right ear. But Jesus answered, "No more of this." And he touched the man's ear and healed him. Verses 49 to 51. That sin tries to cover its tracks is not unusual. We have heard stories of people showering their spouses with attention and gifts while seeing someone else on the side. Regularly, we hear of people pilfering funds designated for the needy as they work for relief organizations. Sin works to disguise itself. In contrast stands Jesus. As Luke tells the story of Jesus' arrest and crucifixion, he invites us to look at Jesus, to see him remain true to his mission to the bitter end. As his enemies surround and arrest him as a dangerous criminal, he stops his disciples from fighting back and heals the servant's ear. Here is a picture of the gospel. Jesus ministers to sinners in need. Judas and his crowd are the people Jesus came to minister to. He practices what he preached. He blesses his enemies. Jesus puts a stop to the sword action of his followers. He wants no struggle at his arrest. He will submit to God's call and to the Jewish leadership's desire to arrest him. They will be held accountable to God for their actions. He picks up the severed ear and heals the servant. Everything about the arrest is told in a way that indicates how amazing it is that anyone seeks to arrest Jesus. Luke calls the moment of Jesus' arrest a time when darkness reigns. He means that even though Jesus' death has been ordained, it is not just. Satan's attempt to stop Jesus is underway again, but Satan's work will be stopped. Not by preventing Jesus' death, as the disciples attempt, but through resurrection. Ironically, the cross will accomplish the exact opposite of what the darkness wishes. Such is the mystery of God's ways. Though the Jewish leadership seems to be in control, God and his agent are really in control. Jesus claims to be on God's side, but those who arrest and crucify him disagree. Luke is inviting us to answer the question, which side represents God? And then, which side will we choose? Will we embrace the forgiveness and blessing Jesus offers those who recognize him through faith? The catch being that he offers it freely to his enemies and ours as well. Can we possibly endure injustice done against us for the sake of the gospel? Jesus calls his followers to such a life. Jesus' response and his absence of violence communicates his confidence in God's sovereignty. He renounces the use of force. Defense comes simply through the injustice of his suffering, not through the sword. A day is coming when Jesus will do battle, see Revelation 19. But that is not today, and we do not need to take up the sword for Jesus now. Our call is to share the word, to love our neighbor and enemy, and to work for the unity of the saints. As you journey on, go with the blessing of God. May the peace of the Lord Christ go with you, wherever he may send you. May he guide you through the wilderness, protect you through the storm. May your day end with rejoicing at the wonders he has shown you. May you rest in his provision as he brings night and then new dawn.